Okay. Oh, buddy, oh, pal. Oh, buddy, oh, pal. My today episode have one big question that I want to put in the minds of the Edolites, people from Edo State. I want to remind you that Edo State, which was supposed to be a powerhouse, it's not a powerhouse because when they had the four states, the mid-eastern states, the midwestern states, the northern states, they also had the Bender state. So it was carved out, and the Bender state was supposed to be the major capital of it was supposed to be a powerhouse. But we have reduced the whole gambit to the point where it's no longer a powerhouse because of the fact that we cannot produce a president. We cannot, and I repeat, we are not positioned to present a president in Nigeria because we don't have we are very deep. We are very deep in the trench, in the pond, that we cannot be able to produce the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We can't. And that's very sad because if we cannot produce the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I'm worried, very worried, because I can say that I'm thinking about having an ideology like the direction that Nigeria is currently moving towards. They are moving towards having where they're going to be working on excellence, not on religion, sex, tribes, and this ideal of the North got to have 8 years, and the South got to have 8 years. They end up putting what we call deadwoods in office. Need to stop. And as such, in the Edo State in Benin, where I'm currently from, the power base is coming from the monarch. The power base is coming from the monarch. And I don't want to be rude by saying that I'm going to have to carve my own intelligence without having to go in and start asking for what God for that reason, or I had to go into a monarch and ask for permission because of the fact that I'm not from the royal family, and that's irks me. It's a very big problem because if you look at the as far back as when somebody like I don't want to mention name now, there was some chief who didn't really care about stuff like that, but in the long run, they had to force his hand to care about it before he was given chieftaincies and all that. So I am telling you now that I am interested in running for the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I'm not worried about age. All I want to do is to go in there and align myself with the power structure that's already on the ground. Like, for example, I want to be able to have the north on my side, have the east on my side, have the west on my side, and knowing that I am from Edo State. Because from the political atmosphere in Edo Light, I don't think we can be able to produce any other president from Edo State. And I think I'm the only one that looks like there is future to be able to do that because of my blessed with the omnipotent, omnipresence, and omniscience. And I'm pushing for the restoration of the dignity of people of African descent on a global basis. And I'm reminding you that women should be given the power to rule. I wanted to get a woman to go and run now in 2027. And I was eyeballing someone like Aisha, Yusufu. But the terrain, or the political terrain right now, is such that I'm very worried because as of 2 days ago, we are now aware that Okpebro is saying that before somebody can be able to come into his state, they need his permission. I want that to sit with you first. I want you to sit. I want that to simmer down on you. Let it simmer down on you. I said that before Obi can come into the state, you should check with him first for his own safety, because after he left, 3 people got killed. And I'm telling you, if you look at the number of banditries that has been killed under each and every president in this country, I'm thinking with the 250 million we have, I said 10 million banditries has happened through kidnapping and terrorism. Do we then tell each and every president and take them and then lock them up because they are people are killing themselves because of our darkness, because we are dark. We have dark heart. We are very dark, and I'm regret to be saying that. So he's saying that they should check with him, and I'm saying, well, the reason is because he said some people got killed. I believe he was using the president of Benue when the governor says that before we can get there, you should check with him first. That's what he's just using that same president. He's afraid that LP won his election before his election, and as such, he wants to clamp down. And what really irks me is that the way they painted him, or when I was in the US, which is when the political atmosphere was brewing up through the little station that I was watching, which is Nigeria Watch, we never heard about him. And what Edighi was saying was that they tried to reach at him, and he is not responding because he's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to carry his own weight the way. What is his name? The senator was holding brief for him. So I've covered the area that I want to cover, and I'm saying that I have an ambition that is made up of external stuff, and I want to be able to see that the way the Edo-lights are going, I don't think they're going to be able to produce a president for the next 1 million years. Look like I'm the only one that has that qualification and my experience, and the fact that I was asked to be president of the student union government when I was in the School of Agriculture, and I was asked to be the Provost Marshal of the Supreme Commandant. It didn't get into my head because I did not eat like the way Obi did not eat. If you can find anything which is corruption on my background, now that I'm saying that I have the ambition, let me know. I will run. Not only that, the character of Obi, that is the way he's painting himself, like he's honest, he's a servant of the people, because as a matter of fact, when I find myself waiting table in the United States, I could have started feeling sorry for myself, because waiting table, which is what Obi was doing when he was doing that, I started accusing him of he's desperate. He's not desperate. Obi doesn't have no house made. He said that. Do you think he can afford it? No. It's because he knows what service is. So it is 2347033627981. Go and just kill me with love, with your kindness, and do me some subscription, and be on a standby for the book that I'm getting ready to bring out, because I'm working on the pay stack right now, so that I can sell the book, and when the money starts coming in, I start using it to finance some of this project. Because, like I said yesterday, I am very grateful not to be blessed, and as such I feel the responsibility that those who has the responsibility also have those who have the power has the responsibility to give, to serve. That's my idea. It's 2347033627981. It's Azimi Koko 5@gmail.com. My account number, which I pay stack, was even saying that we don't like private personal account, but they know how difficult it is to go and have a commercial account. So they said they granted what you call a waiver. And my account number is a personal account from Zenith Bank, and my name is Ogiesoba. Last name is Idada. Middle name is David, David. Please put my phone number on the speed dial. Remember what I said the last 2 or 3 days when I was asking for help for that Daniel, and I was also asking for help for my cousin, and I was saying in the middle of the 2 tips are me, who is sitting at the middle there, who has more problem than those 2 people who is just health problem. I have a meltdown, but I'm able to monitor the situation by eating right and doing what they call a lot of massaging my body, because I'm a nervous wreck in terms of my nervous system, because of the hunch in my back, which is exacerbated to attention deficit disorder, which affected my academic work. I'm not supposed to even go to primary, but I end up having to hold myself responsible to go and get 4 university tertiary education degrees. I won from School of Agriculture at under University of Ife then. The other one was from Western Illinois University with a bachelor's degree. The other one was from Mastery Business School, which is an accounting, computer accounting. And the last one is from DeVry Institute of Technology, which is DeVry University, and I had a bachelor's degree in computer science. So I'm not supposed to do all that. And I'm now positioning myself, okay, I've now got this degrees. And I really suffered to get there because I was working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get them. If I was in Nigeria, which is, I couldn't run away from Nigeria because I wasn't going to be able to get them. So I had to run over there. When I got there, I'm bringing that qualification, which I very much don't want people to hold me on my qualification, hold me on the fact that I wrote 2 books, and I'm getting ready to make Nigeria work during our lifetime the way Obi is talking about it. And the first thing you can do for me now is to make sure that Obi becomes president. If he doesn't become president in the next election, I'm going to really be disappointed. I wasn't disappointed the last time when he wasn't the president because I believed that Asiwaju was the most qualified person there because of the fact that the white people, he dogged them. After dogging them, when he came back to Africa or Nigeria, he made the mistake of dogging us here. And that, I think, is a mistake. He's not the only one that made the mistake. Abbas, who had 25 years as the slave boy who was positioned to brought back from the Americans, or what they call whether it's from South America or whatever it is, but he was so smart that they brought him back. So I sent him back to come to Africa. And then he became a slave master, and he was the highest slave trader. And he ran Badagry for 25 years. That's where I separate myself from other people. Thank you. Again, my name is Ogi Baba Alatingada. Ogi Baba, get out of here.